When work is at stake, nothing, be it blood, sweat, or tears, can keep a farmer at bay. The story I'm about to tell is about my great-grandfather, Will. Will worked on a farm in the middle of nowhere, Minnesota. He worked and owned this farm with his family, my grandpa and grandma. So this story I'm about to tell has been told at many family gatherings and is rooted in the truth. So during this story, we see how my great-grandpa Will's perseverance and stubbornness shine. So to set the stage, it is a hot summer day in Minnesota. It's muggy, and Will is working on the farm, and he's using this farming implement called a disc, short for disc harrow. And this is used to till up the ground so that you can plant seeds in the fall. So he's sitting on this disc harrow, and it's being pulled by this young, spirited horse, and it's going along, and then out of the blue he hears this awful clang. And he looks down, and he sees that there's this rock that got stuck between two of these blades, which are kind of turning sideways, and there's a rock stuck. The whole disc is just stopped. So this horse is bucking and whinnying from this awful noise, and he jumps down, he calms down the horse, and he tries kicking at this rock that's stuck, but he realizes that he's going to have to use his hands. So he reaches down and pulls as hard as he can at this rock. So as he's pulling, the rock slowly starts to screech out from its area, and it rubs against the metal, and it makes this awful screeching noise. And the horse hates this. It starts bucking and jumping, and the disc harrow bounces up from the ground, and it slices off the tip of his middle finger on his right hand. And by now he's in pain. I mean, his finger, it's bleeding, and the only thing he can think to do is look around, pick up his finger, and you know what he does? He takes his handkerchief out of his pocket, wraps his finger, puts it back in his pocket, and then continues working. And by the end of the day, he's finished tilling the whole field, and he's back home safe. And to give a good end to this story, he was able to get to the doctor in time, and they sewed his finger back on. So in the end, all he ended up with was a good story and a slightly crooked finger. And I would like to say that this story can show how each and every one of us, even when sometimes times are tough, we can persevere and in the end get the job done. Thank you.